Nicholas in just a second. I want to begin with your hometown hero. It's good to have Governor John Kasich here and appreciate his support. And of course, it's great to have Senator Rob Portman. You know, he debates me from time to time. He's playing Barack Obama in these mock debates we have. I don't like it very much anymore. He keeps on beating me up, and I keep on going away shaking my head. This guy's really something. You're lucky to have a guy so bright and so capable and so committed as your governor and as your senator. But what you heard from the Golden Bear, what you heard from the greatest athlete of the 20th century, the words that he spoke have touched my heart, and I'm sure they have touched your hearts as well. He was moving and powerful. He's not a politician. He spoke from his heart. And what he said was about our country. When he said this election was not about him, but about his kids and his grandkids, I knew just what he felt. That's what this campaign is all about. He also said, in those remarks of his, he said, you know, he learned that he had to know himself, learn himself, know himself. You heard that. I thought, as he said that, I never imagined for a moment that Time Magazine might name me the greatest athlete of the 20th century. As a matter of fact, I didn't look at the Time Magazine that week to see if I might have been named. I didn't have a great athletic career. And so when actually we have in my family a competition among our 5 boys and me in the summertime. We call it the Romney Olympics, but it's hardly an Olympics. And we play various sports. I typically come in 6th out of the 6 of us. So when I took the job to run the Olympics, yeah, sit down, guys. And those of you with chairs, go ahead and sit down. Oh, look at that. That's a lot better, isn't it? When I got the job to help organize the Olympic Winter Games in 2002, I knew that it was a bit ironic for a guy with such little athletic ability as myself to be able to be responsible for the largest athletic event in the world. My boys also saw the irony in it. My oldest son called when it showed up in the paper. They already knew about that I'd taken the job, but my oldest son called and said, Dad, I saw the paper this morning, and I talked to the brothers. We want you to know there's not a circumstance we could have conceived of that would put you on the front page of the sports section. But so I know myself, and I know that the things that I've learned how to do are things that right now our country needs. I know how to work with people who have different views and persuasions and bring them together to solve tough problems. It's something I've been able to do in part because I first grew up in a home where I saw my dad and my mom do that, but particularly Dad. He ran a car company. I love cars. And growing up in Detroit, I watched him take a company that was in real trouble. Some of you remember Ramblers and Jeeps. This was American Motors. They made those products, yeah. And he helped turn the business around and make it successful. Then he went on to become the 3-term governor of his state and worked with Republicans and Democrats to make his state more successful and create jobs. So I watched him do that. Then I went into business myself. And for the 25 years or so I was in business, I learned a very simple lesson. You don't spend more money than you take in, or you go out of business. And then I was asked to come out and help organize the Olympic Winter Games, and I took those same skills I learned at home and that I learned in business and went out to the Olympics and was able to work with other people and bring a community together that had been, in some respects, pulled apart by the scandal associated with the games before I happened to be brought in there. And so we had successful games, and then I was asked by a number of folks to come back and run for governor of my state, and decided that was an important thing to do. Was able to work. My legislature, by the way, was slightly Democrat in Massachusetts. It was 87% Democrat, actually. 13% Republicans. I realized I would get nothing done, unless I found a way to find some common ground with people across the aisle. We had different views on issues, but we shared some fundamental beliefs and principles. We wanted to help people. We loved our country. We wanted to improve our schools. We wanted to keep taxes down, Even Democrats in my state did. We wanted to keep taxes down because we didn't want jobs to leave. Because when you raise taxes, you kill employment. So we worked together because of those common elements, and we're able to get our state back on track in important ways. We got unemployment down to 4.7%. Wouldn't that be nice? Myself well enough to know that I don't have all the ideas and all the best answers, that I need to work with other people and exchange ideas. And that when you do that, you can accomplish great things. Now, we have a president who the other day said something quite revealing. He said he can't change Washington from the inside, only from the outside. Well, we're going to give him that chance to be on the outside.